All right, deep divers, welcome back. Um, are you ready for some crazy political news? Because we're diving into the world of former presidents. Biden.
Sounds exciting.
It is. It's like watching a political drama, but in real life.
Oh, wow.
We've got some seriously interesting news articles from Facti.tg and the Associated Press that we're going to break down today. The crazy part is, both these guys made major moves on the same day Trump's second inauguration.
No way! On the same day.
Yes, you can't make this stuff up. Get ready, because this is wild. What do you think they did? Drop your guesses in the comments.
I have no idea.
Okay, well, first don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives like this. Now let's start with Biden. This is where things get really interesting. Just hours before he left office, Biden granted judicial immunity to 5 of his family members.
5?
Yes, not 1 or 2, but 5.
Wow, that's a lot.
Right.
So that's his brothers, James and Francis, along with James's wife, Sarah, his sister, Valerie, and her husband.
It's like he preemptively called game over to any potential investigations into his family. I mean, can he even do that? Is this allowed? What do you think about this move, folks? Is it strategic or shady? Let us know in the comments.
Well, his stated reason was to prevent what he called unfounded and politically motivated investigations. But legally, it's a gray area, and people are still debating about what this...
Okay, but wait, there's more. As if granting immunity to his whole family wasn't enough, Biden also commuted the sentence of Leonard Peltier.
Oh, yeah. Leonard Peltier. This is a Native American activist who has been imprisoned for almost 50 years.
50 years.
He was convicted for allegedly killing 2 FBI agents back in the 70s.
Wow. It's a case that has been super controversial for decades, and lots of people believe that Peltier didn't get a fair trial.
True.
50 years, though. That's almost a lifetime.
It is.
And now, because of Biden, Peltier will finish his sentence under house arrest. That's a pretty big deal. I mean, on the one hand, you have a guy who has spent decades behind bars and may have been wrongfully convicted. But on the other hand, it's a serious crime. It really makes you think about justice and accountability and whether our system always gets it right.
Yeah, it really does.
What are your thoughts on this, deep divers? Tell us in the comments.
Yeah, it touches upon some complex and sensitive issues surrounding justice.
Okay, so Biden's out dropping bombshells. Now let's talk about Trump's grand return. The man returns to the White House for his second term and immediately signs over 100 executive orders.
100?
Over 100. It's like he was determined to check off every single item on his to-do list on his first day back.
Wow.
So where do we even begin? He ended funding for diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, what we call DEI. He declared a national emergency at the border and sent troops down to help with immigration enforcement. Then he decided, why not roll back environmental regulations to boost oil and gas production?
Oh my God. It's a sharp turn from Biden's priority.
Subscribe button for more deep dives into the world of politics.
He also renamed the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America and changed Denali back to Mount McKinley.
Wait, what? He renamed the Gulf of Mexico. Seriously, what is going on?
I know. It definitely got people's attention.
It did. Okay, but let's talk about the elephant in the room. The executive order restricting transgender rights. This is causing a major uproar, and for good reason.
So this order basically says that the government only recognizes 2 sexes, male and female, based on your biology at birth.
So basically, he is saying that transgender people don't have rights.
Well, this has huge implications for transgender individuals because it basically dismisses their identity, and it could affect their access to healthcare, education, and other important services.
This isn't just some political game, folks. This is about people's lives and their basic rights. We need to talk about this, and we need to talk about it seriously. What do you think about this executive order? Hit us up in the comments. We are here for a respectful and insightful discussion.
It's definitely a controversial move. It's sparked a big debate about human rights and individual liberties and the role of the government in defining and protecting those. It's wild, right? Like we're watching a political tennis match. Back and forth, each president trying to make their...
Yeah, except the ball is the American people and the net is the Constitution, and everyone's getting whiplash.
Haha, yeah. So going back to Biden's parting gift to his family.
Oh, yeah, judicial immunity for everyone.
Yeah.
It's like he's saying, don't even bother investigating my family.
Right.
Is that even constitutional? Can he really just do that?
Well, there are no specific laws against a president granting immunity to their family, but this is definitely new territory. The Constitution does address presidential pardons, but this is different. This is preemptive. Like, they can't even be investigated. It makes you wonder about the balance of power. Could this set a dangerous precedent?
Right. Imagine if every president from now on just granted immunity to all their friends.
Yeah.
Seems a bit fishy, doesn't it?
Definitely raises concerns about fairness and the potential for abuse of power. What if presidents could shield their inner circle from any legal scrutiny? That doesn't sound good.
Not at all. No accountability, no transparency.
Right.
It's like a bad movie or something.
Let's not get carried away, but it does highlight how important checks and balances are in our government. No one, not even the president, is above.
True. And speaking of questionable presidential decisions, let's move on to Trump's executive order frenzy. Over 100.
It's a lot.
It's like he was possessed by the spirit of executive action.
Haha. Well, to be fair, presidents have used executive orders for a long time. It's how they enact policies.
I know, but come on. Some of these orders seem pretty extreme.
Mm.
Ending funding for diversity programs, deploying troops to the border, rolling back all those environmental rates. It's like he's going backwards in time.
Yeah.
What do you think of all these moves, folks? Drop your comments below and let's discuss. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives like this. What do you make of all this?
Well, these are complex issues with significant consequences. Ending DEI funding could make existing inequalities worse. Sending troops to the border could make things more tense. And rolling back environmental regulations could hurt the planet.
Yeah, and these decisions will probably be challenged in court.
For sure.
All right, let's talk about one executive order that's got everyone riled up, the order restricting transgender rights.
Oh, yeah.
This is a big deal.
It is. So this order says that the government only recognizes two sexes, male and female, based on your biology at birth.
So basically, he's saying transgender people don't exist.
Well, it ignores the identities of transgender individuals, and it puts them at risk of being discriminated against. And they could even be denied access to important services like healthcare.
This is not okay. It's not just about bathrooms or pronouns or whatever. It's about basic human rights.
Yeah.
It's about recognizing people for who they are. What kind of message does this send to transgender youth and their families? This is heartbreaking. What do you think, deep divers? Let's keep talking about this in the comments.
It's going to impact so many lives, and it's definitely going to face legal challenges. There's going to be a lot of opposition from LGBTQ plus advocates and their allies.
Of course, this is wrong.
Yeah.
So Biden's over there protecting his family, and Trump is over here trying to remake America in his own image. It's a lot to process.
It is. It highlights the huge power that presidents have and the impact that they can have even after they leave office.
It's like we're at a crossroads, you know. What legacy are these presidents leaving behind? What do you think? Tell us in the comments. And please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more of our deep dives into the world of politics and beyond.
I feel like we are living in some kind of political thriller.
Yeah.
One president is giving immunity to his family and the other is just signing all these executive orders. Crazy.
Seriously. It's like, what even is going on? I need a chart or something to keep up with everything. Where does this leave us? What's going to happen because of all this?
Well, one thing that's clear is that everyone in the country is super divided. Biden and Trump both seem to be making this worse.
It's like everyone is on different teams and they can't even talk to each other.
Yeah, it's like two different countries. And social media and all the news makes it even worse. It's like they want people to be mad at each other.
Yeah. It's exhausting trying to figure out what's real and what's not. It seems like everyone has some kind of secret plan and the truth gets lost. What do you think, deep divers? Are we going to be a country that's always fighting? Let us know in the comments.
It's tough, that's for sure. But I think if people can talk to each other and listen, then maybe we can figure things out. We have to be able to see things from other people's points of view.
It's hard though, right? But you're right. We have to at least try.
Exactly. And it's not just about being divided either. All this stuff makes people not trust the government and other important things.
They think everything is
Right. When presidents do things that look bad, it makes people think the whole system is messed up. It's like watching a building fall.
Yeah, it is. What happens when people don't trust the people in charge anymore?
That's what's scary, because when people don't trust anyone, they don't want to be involved. They just get cynical and give up, which makes things even worse.
Oh, man. So what can we do? Is there any hope?
There's always hope. But we have to actually do something. We can't just complain. We have to hold our leaders accountable. We have to make sure they are being honest with us. And we have to try to trust each other again.
So, like, get involved and tell people what we think.
Yes. Learn about what's going on. Talk to people who think differently than you. Support groups that are doing good things. And tell the people we elected what you think they should be doing. Everything we do can make a difference.
So we actually have power. Our voices matter.
Exactly. This isn't about being right or wrong. It's about working together to make things better.
Well said.
Hmm.
So, deep divers, as we wrap things up today, remember, stay informed, stay involved, and stay hopeful.
And always be curious and keep learning. Don't take everything at face value.
That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us on this crazy journey through the world of politics. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive.
Until then, keep exploring.
See you next time, deep divers.